Hey, it's Mimi from HeyMimi.com, and you may have seen my earlier videos about the Dremel Moto-Saw, and then another video where I talked about how to identify the blades in the set because they weren't marked very well. So I'm adding more information to that second video about the blades because I wanted to clear up some misconceptions about the blades being proprietary and expensive. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the size of the blades and where you can find them. One big misconception is that the blades are proprietary and that they're hard to find. But just because they're not on the shelves at Lowe's yet doesn't mean they're all that difficult to find. You can see here that the pins are 3.9 inches apart, 100 millimeters apart, and then there's a little bit extra on the full blade, but between the pin, 3.9 inches. When I've seen Dremel compatible blades made by companies other than Dremel, they've been referred to as 4-inch scroll saw blades. So let's go shopping for some scroll saw blades. So here's an Amazon listing for some blades made by a company called Olson. It looks like they're sold out of 4-inch blades, but they are a 6-pack for about $5. I'll show you in a second where you can get the Olson blades on their website. But for now, we're still on Amazon and we're looking at the 5-pack of the actual Dremel blades. It's 4 wood cutting blades plus 1 side cutting blade. Now here's the Dremel MS53. Again, it's 5 blades for $6.97 with free shipping if you have Amazon Prime. So it looks like the people who keep saying they're $6 per blade aren't reading any of the details. Here we are on olsonsaw.net. Here you can see these 4-inch blades made to fit the new Dremel Moto-Saw are $3.99 for 6 blades, and only $7.99 for 12 blades. Now, the negative about buying them off of this website is that shipping is $9 for UPS ground. I tried adding the option for priority mail. The option was there, but it wouldn't let me apply it. So now that we've dispelled the myth that blades are $6 a piece and that they're proprietary, let's move on to the blades that originally came with your MotoSaw set. This is how they come in a little plastic packet like this. And probably my one and only dissatisfaction is the lack of effort on their part to help the buyer identify the blades. I mean, it's frustrating. I think they're making a mistake by thinking that people who buy this saw have a trained eye and just know off the bat what they're looking at here. But I think you're getting a lot of beginner hobbyists that are attracted to this product. If there's some secret woodworking code to how to identify these blades, we don't know that code. We're beginners. Maybe you're having trained woodworkers test the thing and they're not giving you this feedback, because to me they all look almost exactly the same. But I went through it almost like a Sesame Street. One of these things does not look like the other. I just looked for which looked like there were 4 of the same thing. I separated those. Anything that looked like there were 4 of them, I set those aside. Then I figured out which ones of those 4 items looked coarser than the others. Now, I hope I have this right, but here's what I came up with. I found 4 that looked the same, 4 others that look the same. These look finer than these do. So I made the assumption that these are probably the MS51 coarse blades for wood and plastic. This looked finer than those, and there were 4 of them. So I came up with the MS52 fine wood. So that left me with 2. Then I figured out which one looked like a side cutting blade. That's the easiest to identify, which is this. I marked that with a red Sharpie paint pen. That is the side cutting blade. What was left was this. It's very fine, and it seems a little even more fine than the fine wood plastic, and there's only one, so I'm assuming that that's the MS53 metal cutting blade. I'm really excited to try that one out. Okay, so you've got, just for your information here now, you've got one of these, one MS53. This is what came in my package. There's one of these. It came with 4 of these MS52s, fine wood plastic, and it came with 4 of these coarse ones. I took white. If you don't have a paint pen, you could do it with nail polish or metallic Sharpie, anything that's going to show up against a dark color. You could do it with whiteout or a dab of any kind of paint, but these were the things I have handy on my desk here. So I hope that helps for anyone feeling confused about these blades. That's it. So maybe that will shed some light on any questions you might have about the Dremel Moto-Saw blades. And don't forget to check out my Dremel Moto-Saw review video.